Most men go through life completely unaware of the subtle signals women send when they truly like someone. Women rarely come right out and say it. They won't walk up and confess, "I like you." Instead, they express it through small gestures, shifts in tone, little glances, and quiet efforts that are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. The truth is, most men miss these cues entirely. They assume she's just being nice, they overthink every detail, or they ignore her until the moment passes. But when you finally understand how women actually show interest, everything about attraction starts to make sense. Women are wired for indirect communication, not because they're trying to play games, but because they test emotional safety before expressing desire. She's observing how you react, how calm and grounded you stay, and whether your presence makes her feel safe. That's why the men who attract women effortlessly are never the loudest or the flashiest. They're recomposed, emotionally intelligent, and unbothered. In a world where dating advice tells men to chase or perform, true connection hides in subtlety. Real attraction doesn't live in big gestures. It's in consistency, in the quiet details that build over time. When a woman truly likes you, she doesn't need to say it. You'll feel it in the way she looks at you, how she lingers near you, and how her energy softens around you. She finds small reasons to be where you are, not out of desperation, but out of curiosity and comfort. Maybe she passes by your desk, laughs at your jokes, or joins a group only when you're in it. It's not coincidence. It's her way of stepping closer without losing her mystery. And if you stay calm, centered, and confident, that attraction only grows. But if you become needy or overexcited, the spark fades instantly. The key is to notice without reacting, to lead without chasing. Attraction deepens when a man's presence feels like calm gravity. She might also start mirroring you, matching your tone, your posture, even your texting rhythm. And she won't realize she's doing it. Psychology calls this behavioral mirroring, and it's one of the clearest signs of connection. When she subconsciously aligns with your energy, it means she feels emotionally in tune with you. But most men break that balance by trying too hard to impress. The secret is to let her fall into your frame naturally. Stay composed, authentic, and self-assured. That's when her attraction turns into emotional investment. And then comes something even deeper. She starts noticing things others don't. The details, your habits, your tone when you're tired. She remembers things you said weeks ago, not because she has a good memory, but because she's emotionally connected. Her mind assigns value to your words, and that's what makes them unforgettable. This level of attention is a quiet form of affection. She's not just listening, she's observing you. When she recalls those little things, it's not random. It's care. But here's where awareness matters. Never get too excited about it. Stay grounded. The moment you seek validation, you lose power. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable being noticed, who don't need attention to feel worthy. That emotional balance makes her feel safe, and safety, not chaos, is what creates lasting attraction. When she truly starts trusting you, she'll open up. She'll share her fears, her past, her vulnerabilities, and when that happens, it means she feels emotionally safe in your presence. Most men panic or try to fix her problems, but the right move is to simply listen, calmly, patiently, without judgment. Because what attracts her in that moment isn't your advice, it's your steadiness. Emotional control is one of the most powerful masculine traits. It tells her you can handle life, chaos, and her emotions, all without losing your center. That steadiness is rare. Most men crumble when tested, but the ones who stay grounded stand out. A woman feels a deep sense of security around a man who doesn't get thrown off by moods or challenges. That calm energy tells her you're safe to trust, safe to feel, safe to love. And when she playfully teases or challenges you, that's another test. Not of dominance, but of strength. She's not trying to insult you. She's checking if your confidence is real. The wrong response is defensiveness or insecurity. The right one is relaxed confidence, a smile, a calm remark, a lighthearted reply. When you show that her energy doesn't shake you, her attraction multiplies. Women want a man whose mood doesn't depend on theirs. Someone who can stay centered no matter what's happening. That's where real chemistry begins. not in words, but in energy. Underneath it all, the quiet advantage that separates confident men from everyone else is self-awareness. It's knowing who you are, what you stand for, and how you move through the world. It's not about acting confident, it's about being grounded in truth. Self-awareness creates a quiet magnetism that women feel instantly. It's what makes them trust you, open up to you, and remember you long after you're gone. And finally, the rarest form of attraction isn't about looks or charm. It is about emotional mastery, your ability to stay calm when everything around you tests your peace. A man who can control his emotions controls his world. Women sense that instantly. They're drawn to the man who doesn't flinch, who doesn't need to prove himself, who carries peace like a weapon. That kind of energy is irresistible because it's rare. And that was the essence of what we talk about here on Mind Hack Stoic, learning to read energy, mastering calmness, and understanding the unspoken language of attraction. Remember, women rarely say how they feel, but they always show it. If you start paying attention to the small, consistent signs, her curiosity, her patience, her attention, her warmth, you'll never be confused again. Stop chasing words and start observing energy, because in the end, attraction isn't spoken, it's felt.